Welcome to the Shadow Hour. Excuse me, the hour when what's forgotten remembers you. Some places are meant to be abandoned, and some lights are never meant to burn past their time. Tonight's tale is about a man, a lighthouse, and a flame that refused to die. I worked for the Regional Parks Department. Stillwater Point wasn't much of a tourist destination anymore, but once a month, someone had to go up and inspect the lighthouse, oil the hinges, check the seal on the doors, record the state of the structure. That month, it was me. I didn't mind. I liked the isolation, the quiet. Stillwater was a 2-mile hike off the main road. The forest thinned out just as the cliffs came into view. The ocean always felt louder there, like it was warning you away. I noticed something strange before I even got close. The lantern was on. It cast a pale, shivering beam out across the sea. But that was impossible. The fuel lines were removed 5 years ago. The electric system had been decommissioned. There was no power supply. Still, it burned. The old steel door creaked louder than I remembered. The air inside was heavy, like the place hadn't breathed in decades. Dust floated in the single shaft of daylight that pierced through the crack behind me. The spiral stairs up to the lantern room were stone, uneven, and always slick with salt. As I climbed, I felt it, a pressure, like being watched through water, like the walls themselves were listening. Halfway up, I noticed boot prints in the dust, but not my size. They were bare, and they led up the stairs. The room at the top was just as I remembered, except wrong. Not in any way I could name, just wrong. The flame flickered inside the lantern glass, but there was no fuel tank, no heat. It gave off light, but no warmth. I walked around it and caught a glimpse of something in the reflection. A face. Not mine. Just a flicker. Gone when I turned. But when I looked down at the metal plating around the lantern base, I saw something carved there that had never been there before. A name. My name. Scratched in as if by fingernail, I reached for my phone. Dead. Pulled out my pocket watch. Old habit. And the second hand was stuck. But I could hear it ticking. Tick, tick, tick. Except it wasn't from the watch. It was coming from inside the flame. I leaned in closer, and that's when the light dimmed. The flame sputtered, and I saw something inside the glass. It was my face, eyes wide, mouth stretched open in terror, pounding against the inside of the lantern like it was trying to escape. And then, it blinked. I staggered back, tripped over the hatch. The whispers started before I hit the first stair, low, sibilant, hundreds of voices, all whispering my name, not calling it, repeating it, mocking it. I ran down the stairs, past the barefoot prints, past the dust, but the air kept getting heavier, like the lighthouse didn't want me to leave. I reached the base and grabbed the door handle. It wouldn't turn. It wasn't jammed. It was locked. From the outside, I slammed it, pounded it, screamed, and from behind me I heard footsteps, slow, deliberate, bare. I didn't turn. I couldn't. But I saw its reflection in the broken glass panel above the door. A figure, wearing my uniform, wearing my face, holding my clipboard, smiling. When I came to, I was lying in the grass at the bottom of the cliff. The door was wide open. The lantern light, gone. But when I reported what happened, they told me something I'll never forget. They said I had been missing for 3 days, and that someone matching my description had already submitted the monthly inspection log, on time. Signed with my name. Sometimes the flame doesn't go out. It just moves on. If you ever see a lighthouse burning that should be cold, don't go inside. because the longer the flame burns, the more it wants to burn you